Today's stand-up brought to you by Succession on HBO. Yeah! I don't know, I'm kind of going through my Kendall Roy era right now. Ever since I went to the career fair, I was negotiating trade deals out there, man. Like, I was giving them my resume, and then they would give me no hope for my future. I mean, listen, I thought that, you know, they'd think vice president of Fishbowl stand-up would be a very important bullet point for tech, right? Because, like, I mean, a STEM major that can talk to a crowd, like, come on. I'm like one of those fucking gorillas that can draw, okay? Like, hire me, Google, you can be my fucking Jane Goodall or something. I don't know, I'm a rogue STEM major and I'll play by the rules. I was gonna get a minor in business that lasted about like 5 weeks. If there's any business majors, that's like 300 Wolf of Wall Streets, I think. I don't know, it just wasn't for me because I'm kind of a problem solver, you know, I like going outside the box. But in business, you know, like you go out that box and it just ruins your coloring book. I mean, listen, if you think business is easy, try erasing some fucking Crayola, okay? Like when I saw on the final was, I had to put my hand on paper and then trace the turkey, like, I'm glad I got out of there while I could. Yeah, I dropped, it was a marketing class. It was taught by this guy named Joel Poor, or as he's professionally known as Professor Poor. Like, why the fuck are you teaching me business, man? Like, that's like if for DARE the officer was Officer Opioids. Whoopsies. Had a little brain malfunctioning. Sorry about that. Just gonna... Anyways, as I was saying, my theory is that the Mizzou Business School, they were told they had to hire at least one poor person. And then they're like, oh, do we have a trick up our sleeves? For you see, he is Professor Poor, but his pockets are plentiful. So yeah, the class sucked. It was just like a bunch of boring business stuff, not really talking about what's important with marketing. Like, we were several weeks in, and they didn't even mention the most important feat in marketing history, that green M&M. Because let me tell you, I mean, you don't, beauty like that doesn't just happen, okay? Like, you don't make a piece of candy that fucking sexy without a lot of effort. Years and years of market research went into those heels alone. I mean, it's just like they found that perfect mix of like desirable yet obtainable, you know? Like, I'm not saying she's easy. I'm just saying, if I had a few good lines, I could get her, all right? Let me just work on it. It's like, damn girl, I'm Willy Wonka, you giving me the Oompa Loompas, you starring my white chocolate factory, I don't know, maybe, all right, calm down. Maybe Willy Wonka isn't the best, like, most attractive man to a sentient candy. I don't know. I feel like there's not much attractive about a guy who's gonna eat you. I don't care how many first drafts of Jeffrey Dahmer I see, it's not an attractive thing. Okay, that was an unfair comparison, right? Like, there's no way that Jeffrey Dahmer is as bad as that malicious marmalade fuck Willy Wonka. Like, God, killing children and then turning their demise into a show tune. Thank God he's dead. Speaking of death, not a big fan, personally. I mean, not that I'm scared of dying, you know, I'm not a fucking pussy, it's just that I just don't want to be associated with dead people, because like, 99% of dead people are just like horrific racists, and there's a 1% margin of error. That's like, I don't understand those ghost movies, where it's like, oh God, our house is haunted, fucking call the exorcist, get the holy water, get the fucking ghost gun. It's like, bruh, it's an 18th century ghost, literally just show them Hamilton, and they will disintegrate, like, I don't know. I'm just worried about dying, because I'm probably gonna die in Missouri. And then, like, if I get buried here, I'm gonna be eternally surrounded by a sea of racists. And that's not even counting the graveyard. It's just, when I die and people look at my grave, I want them to know that I was based, okay? I might just get like a little custom engraving on it, you know? Here lies TJ Main. Would have voted for Bernie. A family man, but not like that. An eternal ally. P.S. Not actually buried. Cremation is better for the environment. Yeah, I don't really like being lumped into like groups of people, so never been big on that whole zodiac thing. Cause like, I don't know, I'm a Libra, but like I don't really feel like a Libra. I don't go to libraries often. You know, it just doesn't seem right to me that you can determine like a personality just kind of like based on the time and day your parents were fucking. Like that's ridiculous. It's based on how they were fucking, like how good it was, right? Like, it's not about when you were born, it's about how hard you were born, all right? If you want to be something in this world, you better shoot out your dad's dick with a fucking purpose, all right? Because like, I look around this room right now, and I can't tell if there's like a June, December, like I don't know. But I can definitely see like we have some people who are 3 minutes of missionary babies. I think in this corner I can see like their mom was shopping for furniture the whole time. And then there's like one or two where it's like their dad was like okie dokie right when he came. And honestly, like they should teach this in sex ed because we could change the world if we were just aware of this. You know, like if you want to stop giving birth to criminals, don't wear handcuffs in bed. If you want to stop furries, get the dog out of the room. And then, if you don't want your son to fetishize the green M&M, stop using the chocolate-flavored condoms. All right, that's all I got.